Hey, good afternoon. How are you guys? Hey, I know it's just kind of a little bit dark in here. The sun has moved over, so when I set up, it was really bright, so sorry it's a little bit dark on this side. Anyway, what I wanted to share with you today, guys, was this is my very first diffuser that I ever had. It's a home diffuser, as you can see. It's got about 3,500 hours on it, I think, roughly. These diffusers are rated for about 5,000 hours. But when they kind of start to die, this is what this particular one does. See, it just kind of, I turn it on and it just flashes. See that? It shuts itself off immediately. This is a pretty typical response, apparently. I've never seen a dewdrop die before, so I don't know what they do. Can't help you on that one, but I know a lot of you guys have dewdrops, and when those start to kind of fade, let us know. We'll see if we can come up with a similar fix. I know that there's parts available for them, just like there are for this one. Anyway, I wanted to share with you exactly how I'm going to fix this little guy. I do want to tell you a little bit about how I found out about this fix. It's kind of an interesting story, but I'm going to go ahead and get started on fixing this. I wanted to show you the whole process. I'm going to empty out, I've got water in here, I'm going to empty it out, being careful not to get anything in my vent. So I'm going to just empty that out, and then I'm going to dry it a little bit with a Kleenex, just make sure that I don't get anything down through any of the holes when I take this apart, because I don't want to get the electronics wet. I did find out that from customer service, I had always used either the Thieves Household Cleaner to clean my diffusers, or just like the foaming hand soap that we have, the Thieves foaming hand soap, or actually some citric acid in there will kind of clean that plate up really good. If you just put it in there, let it fizz, and then when it gets done fizzing, clean it. But apparently, from Young Living, their customer service, the approved way to clean them is with just rubbing alcohol. Pour it in, let it sit for about 20 minutes, take a Q-tip, clean the diffuser plate, pour it out, and you're ready to go. So keep that in mind for future. So how I'm going to fix this is I'm going to turn it over. There's two screw holes right here. The part that I got to replace, what's happened in here is this diffuser plate has gone bad. They have a lifespan, and this one's reached the end of it. So what they sent was a new diffuser plate and a screwdriver, which is really cool. They sent the screwdriver. Fits perfectly down inside that cavity. So I'm going to take these out. How I found out about this is I was at an event about a month ago called Whiteout. And Whiteout was all about chemical-free living, how to use Young Living products to cheaply and effectively replace the toxic products that you're probably using in your home. So it was a really cool event. There were a couple of ladies seated behind me. I had gone through the product expo, and as had they, and we were all sitting together. They started talking, and I was kind of eavesdropping and got to talking to them. And one of them told me about this diffuser fix that she had found, a website that she had found that tells how to do this. So I looked that up, and lo and behold, when you take this apart, you have to be really careful, because see those wires, there's wires in there connecting the top to the bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to do is right here on the circuit board, and hopefully you can see that right there, there is a plug. The yellow wire is going to be on my left, so I'm going to need to remember that. I'm going to very gently pry that out of there. Okay, so that's out. Set it down. Right here, there's two more screws on either side of this protective plate. So I'm going to take those out as well. Being super duper careful not to lose these teeny tiny screws. Oh, mercy. Okay. So, Whiteout was really cool. We've got another event coming up here pretty soon. April 8th is Empowered Health. This is not a corporate sponsored event. It's Crystal and Barrick Birchfield are putting this on. They put on the same event every year. This one's a little bit different because this is going to be an all-day thing. So it'll be really, really good. I think there's 5 PhDs going to be on stage talking about a variety of health-related subjects. So I'm going to take this diffuser plate off. I'm going to note that there's a cutout on the side of it right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Hopefully you can. It's just kind of a cutout right there. I'm going to make sure I remember that. And then you push the diffuser plate out. Very simply, just push it out through the hole. This is a rubber grommet, so this is what keeps your water from going through into your electronics below. So we're going to need to make sure that we get this reseated correctly. Get rid of that one. I don't know what the part numbers for any of this stuff are. I just went to the website that the lady gave me because it was just easier, honestly, than looking on Amazon. The diffuser also has an indentation right here. Probably can't see it because it's kind of dark in here. And this is where you want your wires to go through so you don't crimp them when you put the protective plate back on. Got to make sure that we get this on right, the wires on the bottom, so that we don't have that sticking up into the water. So I'm going to carefully place that back into the receptacle, just like that. I'm going to push it in and make sure that I get a good seat. I don't want any water coming down into my electronics. Make sure the wires are laid over through the little indentation. Put my protective plate back on, making sure that my wires aren't getting crimped at all, because that would be really bad. Okay, everything looks good. Put the little screws back in. So, Empowered Health. Yeah, there's like 5 PhDs. There's some Royal Crown diamonds. There's going to be a diamond panel for business tips and stuff like that, and also health tips. It's Empowered Health, so it's all about health. You know, a lot of people don't take that very seriously. One of the reasons that I'm really passionate about talking to you guys about this kind of stuff is that, you know, back when Vern had his pneumonia 3 years ago, you know, we had always been, you know, kind of healthy, took our supplements, worked out, did all that stuff, and, you know, he got sick anyway. And, you know, one of the things that people will tell you who have dealt with chronic illness or, you know, cancer or anything like that, one of the things that they will tell you is that if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. Money doesn't matter. Your family still matters, of course, but, you know, life is not enjoyable if you do not have your health. That is one of the things that I really learned during that, how important it is to take care of ourselves. And that's why I'm so passionate about with Young Living and you guys, and trying to convey as much information as possible. But when we go to these conferences, there's just so much. There's no way. I'd be on here, Carrie and I would both be on here for 2 days straight trying to convey all of the information that we learn when we go to the conferences to you. Okay, so I'm going to plug this back in. My yellow wire was on the left, so I'm going to plug it right back in the same way. Make sure I get this right. Okay. I put my contacts in and everything so I can see. Am I doing that right? Maybe it goes this way. Oh, yeah, that's the way it goes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to make sure that's seated in there really good. I think I got it. I think I've got it. Okay, so when I put this back together, make sure I get this twisted back around right so that my button is in the front where it says Young Living. I'm going to be super careful with my wires, make sure nothing gets crimped or anything weird goes on. Hopefully I'm getting this right. Okay. Put it back together just like that. I'm going to put these screws back in. Okay. So yeah, anyway, I would really encourage you guys to attend. I know a lot of you guys already got your tickets, but I would really encourage you to go to Empowered Health. I realize it's $40. I realize it's an entire Saturday. I realize that. But like I said, you know, you deserve it. Your family deserves it. There's no way you're going to learn as much about how to take care of your health and your family's health than going to a conference like this. They're just really phenomenal about how much information is conveyed in a very short amount of time. There's no way we can come back on here and tell you everything that we learn. Okay, so we're all back together. Put some water in here. Okay, just a little bit, enough to get it going. Lid on. Whoop. Okay, plug it in. Moment of truth. Here we go. Moment of truth. Oh, please work. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Number 1, you're back. Back from the dead. Look at that. And it's so quiet, too. They also have fans. I'm going to drop the website that I got this diffuser plate from in the comments. They also have fans. They have parts for the home diffuser, both the diffuser plate and the fan, and also for the dewdrop. And for a couple of older diffusers that aren't in the line anymore, I didn't see any parts for the Aria, the Rainstone, or the Bamboo, but we can always ask because they may be somewhat interchangeable. Anyway, so that's the diffuser fix. It worked. I'm so happy. This thing's gonna have a whole nother 2 or 3 years lifespan on it, I betcha. Okay, so yeah, like I said, it's about $40 to go to Empowered Health. I really encourage you guys to go. You know, at least if nothing else, as far as our health is concerned, you know, I can't say that we're never gonna get sick, but at least I can stand up and say, you know what, I did everything I could. I did everything I could to keep us healthy. So that's totally worth it. You guys have a wonderful Saturday. Thanks for checking in. I hope this helps you. You guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.